Also ahead, a local musician mixing his passion for string instruments with his love of hip-hop. How Hood Orchestra is inspiring a whole new generation.
The intro. Some could say it's a year in the making. Others, a lifetime. But honestly, I think this has always been inside of me. I just wasn't willing to take the necessary risk. However, I did take risks. Downtown Houston, Texas, my hometown. I come from the inner city, and this is my story. November 10th, 2023. 9:45 p.m. in the historic 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. I sat on the trunk of my truck, thinking of what my next venture would be. Interestingly enough, the answer was right in front of me the whole time. Part 1. A talk turned masterclass. And the transition of classical to hip-hop. The vision is now clear, and I now know what I must do. Welcome to Hood Orchestra.
This is a movement, bro. This is a movement. What's today? November 28th, 2023. The birth of the Hood Orchestra tour.
Hey y'all, so this is day 1 in California. We just got to Vallejo last night, well really early this morning at like 3 a.m. We got into the Airbnb, we went to sleep, got everything settled. Michael woke up, caught the sunrise at like 7 a.m. Alani slept in. got back, got ready, went to breakfast at Momo's.
Momo's Cafe. Shout out Momo's Cafe.
Delicious food, great vibes, great energy.
Jacket, put it off.
How are you trying to look? Oh, well, wear your little weird jacket.
My first passion was probably the drums. When I was 3, my parents got me a drum set and said, "Here, learn it."
Ooh! So we out here in the railroad tracks. Miss Alani over here. Oh, let me be a videographer for a sec. What we doing today?
Shooting a video, getting some good content going.
Where we at, Michael? The town is Davis. We got a licensed droner over here
All journeys begin somewhere.
with a flute, with a
And it's gonna be
recorder.
the railroad tracks. You see the connection?
It's dirty.
What's there?
The counter.
I was on a bike ride with a friend who happened to end up being a director, videographer / director. And she told me, because at that point I had been posting content, but just like, I guess biking, just like random like clips of just nature along with some of my music that I had recorded. And she was like, you should do that, but show your face in it. And so that was my first, I guess, leap of faith, actually putting my face in my content. I feel like a lot of artists you don't really connect with until you know their story. And for me, my art is my storytelling on like a larger scale, because I feel like people should really know who I am, know my story, but also know how my story can be told in a creative manner.
All right, future Michael. This is the timestamp. We just did your first shoot at UC Davis. You had so much fun.
What?
Are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Who are you laughing at?
What are you laughing at?
Yes. Because one, I just hopped in the conversation, I had no context at all.
And you already knew.
But I already knew. And also, I was thinking about like how like since we met, I like how I take his communication style. And sometimes he'll just say a little something, and then I'll just go with it. And I'm like, well, if he likes it, if he doesn't like it, we'll figure out later on. I don't know.
And that's the difference. Is like I worry about it, and I like want to make sure, like, cause I'm an overthinker, so I just get nervous.
I don't think he should be an overthinker. I think like if he doesn't like something enough, he'll speak up on
say
it. And if it's like all right, he'll just roll with it.
Facts. I don't
think he's like so picky. Like
No.
he really be chilling for the most part.
First on the agenda is we want to have a Houston event.
Oh wow. Whoa.
Yeah, so that's our like content creation studio. And we've been it's awesome. We actually do a lot of commercials and stuff like that in there. We do stuff with we've done NPR.
You don't really get highlighted in general as musicians. And for me, just having a camera, like I've basically built my social media platform the last year with just my phone. And I used to record GarageBand on the phone too. But once you have access to like stuff like a camera, stuff like a studio, it's like then you're like even more motivated. So I want to give some people that opportunity.
So like we'd be saying like Van Barrick is super happy to be working with @Michael Prince Violin and the Hood Orchestra achieve their vision of.
Hood Orchestra gives students across the world the opportunity to showcase who they are through where they come from and what they've come through.
Dude, I love it. Can you? What is that on your website?
This is me giving y'all some content because I see the power of just having cool content on your page.
So
And it's like changed my life just having like little like random clips. And even if I think it sounds like terrible, somebody out there has never seen a violin.
this right here is the Hood Orchestra headquarters. Now, it made some things shake, but this is it. This will be a 1 month experiment in bringing strings to the hood. We're going to slowly turn this into a content space, studio space. Any guess what this room will be? Any guess what this room will be?
Game room?
Any guess what this room will be?
Nah.
Music studio.
Guess what?
Fire. What?
Guess what?
What?
Just chill. I just finished coordinating the first performance. This is really my first solo performance for real, like ticketed event for Saturday, 2 p.m. at this place called the Media Block that has a very nice venue. It's like 100-person cap, but I want to be sold out.
Yo, a bit of bad news. We are officially sold out for today. Media Block, 3 p.m. Good morning. Today is show day. First kind of Hood Orchestra residency major show day. Today I'm trying to emphasize, that this is just regular. This doesn't take anything extravagant, This was all kind of planned within like a week. Just, have something kind of cool. Have something, I guess, nice, medium size for the family. Really, the goal today is to basically explain my vision through music, through song, through an event. And it's like each event we do, each masterclass we do this month is hopefully gonna build up kind of momentum, build up, awareness in the city that, there are, musicians that stay in the city. I don't like making things like super processed or planned out. Like, this music thing for me has been so spontaneous and so like the stuff I put the least effort into, least energy, least preparation usually yield the highest results. So I'm just trying to, make this like a normal day. Wake up, go hoop, then go pull up and basically make music, but with an audience. And then, yo, why are you dressed up, Jacob? This ain't a formal function.
All right.
How do you know Michael?
How do I know Michael, man? Back in the day, when we was kids, I used to rough him up a little bit. What I'm saying? That's why he's tough now. You know what I'm saying? Michael is my cousin. He out here doing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
He helps her. Huh? Yeah, Michael. It's right here.
That's the most important thing. Water. We must not be parched. But I also have my instrument, which is sitting in the car. That's crazy. Locked in.
You play for the people online.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing. But because I already seen you online. It's just.
The setup in there is crazy though. That's fire. The smoke is crazy. So I'm just gonna walk in, kind of go backstage. All right, bet.
Hey, show us how you go.
And then we can kind of run. I guess. I'm not starting yet. I'm just walking backstage, chilling. People waiting. Yeah, I know.
Residency here in Houston because I was going to move to California probably mid-January, beginning of January, to pursue other goals and dreams with touring with the hustle. However, I was like, a lot of artists will make it and then boom, see it, goodbye, forget everybody that got them to that place. And for me, it's like, this is giving me an opportunity to give my city back something, back a part of me, some creativity, some inspiration, so that I can feel a little bit better about going off. That was just a lot of people for me to have to, entertain for that amount of time.
Hey, bro.
How long was it?
It was like 2 hours. It started at 3. It was a little over 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Yes, bro. You gotta get used to that type of stuff, though.
I'm usually doing that in the background, not where I'm, I had a set list and then I kind of what song comes after this? And I just started improvising. You want to think of it as really punching, because you hear the 808s, the boom, 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 boom. That's the basic rhythm and basic foundation. Make sure you get that G sharp high enough. There you go. Cellos and bass, get ready. see what ideas we like. Let's go for it.
Regular key?
No, not regular key. And then once you get back to measure 8, go back to measure 1, kind of like a cycle until we get in a groove where it's like we're very confident playing very loud, you know. Violas, I still need to hear some more from y'all. I like what I'm hearing, I just need to hear more of it. All right, let's try that. Back to measure 1. Yeah, I wouldn't really know about record companies because I just honestly, when you're an artist and someone says, I think they say, help me help you. Yeah. And it's like, you really want me to help you help yourself. Anything tied to a company where you're not getting like the most percentage for what you're putting out, like that's not something that you need to be involved in because you can really do a lot of it yourself. Yeah, and so basically if they purchase it direct, this is an incentive for listeners. Like they get behind the scenes. I do a lot of, you get maybe access to a concert ticket.
So then the question is, how in this day and age and now with this kind of technology and not going through any of the major distributors or anything like that, how do you market your music? What's the best way in your opinion to market besides, of course, I see a lot of people doing stuff on Instagram, you know, YouTube. Is it just
it's literally yes. Okay. That's the key. It's the content. For us, like, you have like free marketing in your pocket. Like I just posted 3 times a day for a year because a lot of people will like put up some shots and then once they get a shot that hits, they get those label companies that reach out to them and like, okay, we'll sign you, but we'll like, you're selling your life away and you also have to be who they want you to be. Like being independent, literally I can make whatever type of content I make, and that's another thing I've figured out now. Like I can actually monetize my content, monetize Instagram, monetize like just stuff like everyday life. And this is also something you can do with like beats, presenting it in a more creative way, add some visuals to it. Like for example, this is just like a beat, like 54 seconds of it, and I just took some visuals. I went out to a lake with a drone and just got some like almost like B-roll. So now like people, instead of me being a consumer of content, I can be a producer of content, spend the most energy producing stuff like that, and people just can like look at the visuals, listen to the sound. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yo, what's up, my man?
Nothing much, chilling.
Yo, what's up, man? We in the lab. It's the Behind the Creator, and we got my man Michael Prince over here, bro. What's up, man? How you doing?
Amazing. I think I was sitting in a hallway, and a black dude walked past me in the music building, and you really don't ever see black people in the music building. So I was like, what's up? And he's like, oh, how's it going? He said, I'm a choral conducting doctorate student. And I was like, whoa. It's like, that's a lot of school. And he was talking about, look, like the people in the orchestra are one thing, but the people that really are making the money are the people that are directing the orchestra. And so through that, I saw that as, okay, I'm going to extend my education. I'm going to go to grad school for jazz violin, and then probably doctorate level conducting, so I could just be like, oh, you know, I can play anything and I can also know how to conduct. And I thought that school and course load was the route to that. Mm-hmm.
What was the real route?
Just working and just doing it. Honestly, I feel like you can really do anything, and you don't have to necessarily be versed in like a professional or a superstar. As long as people can connect with your story, like they're gonna support it.
If you had something you would say to like your future self, let's say like, I don't know how old you are, but let's say like
22.
10, 15 years from now, what would you say to yourself? That's a good
I'd
question.
probably tell myself, thank you for making difficult sacrifices. Because a lot of times, like, I sacrificed, I guess, being in social settings, enjoying the social college experience. Because, like, I was really, like, almost a hermit for 2 years in college, just grinding, just working in, because I was working so much. I had to work basically to keep my housing.
Tell me more about the orchestra, though, man. Like, what is that? Like, how did it come about? Like,
The orchestra?
Yeah, talk to me about
that masterclass, that video that went viral. Like, I saw that and I realized I don't need a PhD to conduct an orchestra to music I want to conduct to. Like, I was just like, hey, dude, play this. Hey, you play this. And like, it happened. And that was music that was enjoyable to me. And so I realized, instrumentalists are so much more capable than what is put on a page in front of them. And I was seeing all the instrumentalists like playing with the music. And the thing that I did with the orchestra at the school, they didn't even need the music. I just said, just listen by ear, because that's how I was taught. I was taught by ear, not like looking at notes on a page. So I think that kind of made me realize that, man, we need to make more situations of like people just like playing music to music that's just not classical, and kind of get them involved, kind of get students seeing these instruments being played in ways that aren't just,
traditional.
Yeah, because that's the only reason people weren't involved in orchestra in school, because it's like orchestra kids were weird. It's like band and orchestra, like the things that are cool to do in school are sports. Sometimes blueprints were created by people that want things done a certain way or want certain outcomes. However, I think that kind of just puts you into a matrix if you're just following a blueprint. But as a creative, you already have what you need inside of you to create your own blueprint and also execute your own blueprint if you just realize that all it takes is actually doing the blueprint. If you have the blueprint but don't act upon the blueprint, then you just have a piece of paper.